and welcome back to my channel. Today we are reviewing the new Rimmel London Lip Art Graphic Liner and Liquid Lipsticks. I recently noticed these on a new display in my Shoppers Drug Mart. So if you are interested in hearing about the new Rimmel Lip Art Liners and Liquid Lipsticks, then just keep on watching. So on the RimmelLondon.com site, it shows that there are 9 shades available. I picked up 4 out of the 6 that were available in my Shoppers. So there were only 6 available. There were none of the blue or purple shades available at my Shoppers. And then I do have 1 shade here that isn't listed on the site. Go over that in a second, but there are 9 shades in total available on Rimmel London or listed on Rimmel London, and then it is connected to Walgreens and CVS where you can purchase them. So at Walgreens it says that they retail for $8.49 and at CVS it says that they retail for $8.99. So better off going to Walgreens, save yourself 50 cents. On Shoppers Drug Mart, it is listed for $9.49, so it is more expensive in Canada than the US, but it is currently on sale at Shoppers for $5.99, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure these were just released. Online, Shoppers has 10 shades available, and it has that 1 shade, which is actually my favorite shade, that isn't listed on the other sites, that is listed at Shoppers, and a bunch of them seem to be sold out online, probably because they're on sale. The description on the website says, self-expressive lip art. Draw inside the lines or create your own lip art. Smooth and lightweight formula allows you to perfectly create your desired lip look. As an ultra precise applicator, a multi-use liner and liquid lipsticks you can line and then do your liquid lipstick is the idea. Cream velvety texture, ultra weight, comfortable, silky satin finish. So it doesn't claim to dry down. It says it has a cream velvet texture and then it has a silky satin finish, which is very true. These don't fully dry down like a liquid lipstick, which I personally like because I don't like a really drying formula. But if that is something that you prefer and that you look for in your liquid lipsticks, then you will not like this. And before I get into swatching the individual shades, there is one thing that I did want to mention when it comes to pricing. So as you can see here, these are very, very small. This whole portion of the component is the applicator, so you only actually get this much product, and that does include a brush in there as well. So I noticed that after I had gone ahead and purchased all of the other ones, so I pulled some other liquid lips from my collection that are very small just to kind of get a comparison of how much it is per milliliters of product. So these Rimmel Lip Art Graphics are 1.8 milliliters of product. And then for comparison, this little tiny Kat Von D liquid lipstick is 3 milliliters of product. So this is almost, not quite, double what is in here, and this is a really, really small one. And then the Sephora Cream Lip Stain, which is also a pretty small liquid lip as far as liquid lips go, is 5 milliliters of product, which is almost 2.5 times what this is. So you really do have to consider the price for the milliliter, the small amount of product that you're getting. I would say if it's not on sale for $5.99, it's probably not worth it, but it also depends on what kind of color you want and if you have a color like that in your collection. Thought it was definitely worth mentioning that you really do not get a lot of product in these, and that is something that might be overlooked when you're first looking at them in the drugstore, because depending on where you shop, you might not have a tester open and you might not be able to tell what part of the product you are actually getting product liquid lipstick in and what part is just packaging. So that there is what the brush looks like. You have this big wand and then a super tiny applicator, which is supposed to give you that option to use it as a liner and then fill in to make it a full liquid lipstick. So then, as I was saying, this little container component here is what you get your product in, so that really isn't a lot of product that you're getting. Okay, now that we've gone over all that, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this shade. This shade I've actually worn twice now since I purchased it, and I really, really like it. It's a super, super pretty nude, very flattering on fair skin. I find it very hard to find a good nude, and this is definitely a good nude for me. So this is 720 Lacy, and I will list them all down below in the description box in the order I put them on. I will say though that this smaller applicator is really nice for outlining the Cupid's bow, but not for overall lining all of your lips. And a little bit of product does go a really long way, so I didn't have to dip in again for that. So this is the shade 720 Lacy. I think, in my opinion at least, this is like my perfect nude. So even though this is, I want to say it's almost not worth the money for how little product you get, but if you find a shade that you don't have otherwise in your collection and you don't really go through a ton of liquid lips and you just really want that specific shade, I feel like I personally would repurchase this particular shade again, just because this is such a perfect nude lip on me. It's not too light, it's not too dark, it's not very pink. All of my nudes tend to be pink because otherwise they wash me out and they're too light, but this one is absolutely perfect for my skin tone. Now we have the other brown nude shade in the collection. This is just a little bit of a darker nude, so if you are a little bit deeper than me, this would probably be your go-to nude in the collection, and this is 760 Now or Never. Okay, so that there is how the shade Now or Never looks on me. I think this is a super pretty color for the fall. It's not too dark so that it would wash me out, but it is just a nice, like, deeper nude, brown toned nude. I think this would be such a gorgeous color for the fall. I'm really into this with my skin tone. I thought it would be too dark for me, but I'm really into this. It's a little bit darker than it looks in the tube, and especially for darker lips like this, I don't like to mess around with lipsticks. Even like a super dark brick red, I don't love doing in a lipstick because I feel like there's a higher potential for it to bleed and just mess up. But if you have a product like this, it is more likely to look precise, sharp, and stay in place. So again, with what I mean with, it's not necessarily worth the price per milliliter that you get, but if you do find a color that you really, really like and you know that the formula is going to work for you, then I would recommend picking up one or two. So I really do like this shade. So on this side, we have Now or Never, which is the shade that I just showed. And then we have the shade Lacy, which is the first nude that I tried. Okay, now we are going to move on to the third color in the collection, and this is 110 Vibes, and this is like a darker pink. I really like the finish of these. It's like a nice satin velvet, which is how it was described in the posting on Rimmel, but that really is what I'm getting from these. So this is a really pretty shade. I feel like these shades always pull more red on me when it really is just a true fuchsia. This is one of those shades that will make your lips look really white, just really bright and awake. I love a good lip like this with a big liner and lashes. So again, this is 110 Vibes. So the last shade that we have is a super bright orangey red, and this is 860 Go Hard. So this is what the last shade looks like. I did have to overline a decent amount, but that is okay. At least you can get a good idea of the shade. Really pretty shade. Again, this is 860 Go Hard. Overall, I think these shades are all unique in their own way. They are very standout colors. It's up to you if you want to pay that much for the small amount of product that you are getting, but for what they are, I really do think that they perform well if you can get them on sale. I got all mine for $5.99, as I said. I think they're really, really nice for overlining too. You can get a really precise Cupid's bow, and although they aren't great for lining your lips in general, I think they really do help to overline and make it look natural. If you're looking for a bomb nude, this shade 720 Lacy is amazing. And then, as you saw, these also are really great statement colors. So it is up to you if you think it is worth the money for the small milliliter amount, but they perform as they should, in my opinion. They are super opaque, super beautiful, a nice satin finish. They definitely aren't transfer proof, so this will get on your drink cup, whatever you're using. If you're eating, it might get a little bit messy. You can see that it fully transferred there, so you're not going to want to be kissing anyone in these, but it didn't remove any off my lips, so it still does look good. So it's just one of those products that you have to be a little more careful about, and it depends what you're looking for in a liquid lip. That is all that I have for you guys today. If you liked this video, please give it a like, a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of the colors. Let me know what your favorite color is. My favorite color out of these, I think you guys know, is the lightest nude. I think it is so pretty on my skin tone, and I will be rocking it all the time. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope that you had an absolutely awesome day. Bye!